Hey guys, it's Pixie, and I know it's been a while. I know, I'm really sorry. I actually did have some stuff come up, but I'm back. I'm gonna post when I can. But moving on from that, I'm here with my little notes. As you guys know, I use them to keep track of what I'm supposed to be doing. And for those who may be wondering, it's not a script, it's literally bullet points. So, today let's talk about reading. If you love writing, you probably enjoy reading. I know I do. I have like a whole crate of books under my bed. I'm a library dweller. Like I'll be at the library and nobody will find me for hours. I'll be like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Um, that being said, it's fun. Usually, brings you to a whole nother world. You get to live another adventure. Um, it's peaceful. Usually, you're not reading like a rage-inducing like book. If you are reading a rage-inducing book, you probably are, because let's face it, you're reading and you're just like, don't do the thing, and then the character's like, I have to do the thing. And you're like, no, you don't. There are literally 30 other options. What are you doing? And then, of course, probably my favorite is it's something the whole family can do. And a lot of people forget that, especially now. There seems to be this people aren't getting together to read anymore. It's a very solitary thing. Where admittedly I'd love to read with my siblings, which they do like to read. I just am a bit of an introvert and stay in my room a lot, though. Getting together at the end of the day as a family, sitting in the living room and just saying, hey, we're all gonna read. Now, that being said, there are different ways to read, and depending on the generation you're from, that may actually impact what you choose to read on. So, let's talk about three main ways to read. I'm sure there's others. Kindles, ebooks, Nooks, ebook apps. I think Google now has Google Books. I'm not sure. Um, Books, traditional books. I don't have any of my books out, but one of the greatest things about them is being able to hold them. This is a journal, but you get it. You get what I'm trying to say. And then there's audiobooks. Now, for some reason, there seems to be a weird, almost like, sorry guys, there seems to be this weird, almost war between the three. Like, oh, would that be among or between? I'm so tired. There seems to be a war with the three options. Like, you'll get people who are very like, it's not reading if it's not a book, or people who will swear by the Nook being the best reading thing they've ever had. So, we're going to go through the pros and cons of each, and then I'm going to give you my personal opinion at the end. So, we're going to start with the most traditional books. You've got that new or old book smell, and I know you probably know what I'm talking about. Like walking through Barnes and Nobles and you get that fresh print smell, or walking through like a thrift shop and grabbing like a book with like yellowed pages and you're just sitting there like flipping through them. Oh, that is just amazing. Or like even in the library, you encounter that. There's no battery life. You don't have to worry about it drowning. You don't have to worry about it dying. Um, Obviously, where your phone needs to be hooked up to a charger, or your tablet needs to be hooked to a charger every once in a while. A physical book does not have to do that. And it's also physical. For some people, it's having it in their hands. It's a familiarity. Yes? That's a word. I swear I'm a writer. I'm just really I'm a writer, not an editor. um the cons are once you're done, you're done. Because you're probably not going to go back and start that book over again. And you might have brought a second book with you, but in most cases, we tend to just bring one. And I mean, for me, like if I bring The Great Gatsby with me, I will finish it and start right back over. But for most people, this is not the case. And the other thing is, if you're bringing a second book, that's a lot of space in the potential bag that you're carrying. I have three younger siblings, and if we go to the Y, I don't want to be loading up bags, more than one bag with books, you know. And then there's just they eventually like you're like, oh, this book's a little chapter book, and then you end up with five of them, and then it's like, oh, this is really heavy. So they get heavy, they take up a lot of space. E-readers, slimmer. They're usually, size of a tablet, size of Thank you, computer. I appreciate it. They're the size of a tablet, the size of a phone. Again, I think that a phone, just the screen's too small for me to really enjoy a book on, but what do I know? Battery life, obviously you have to watch that, so you probably want to go with something that specializes in being an e-reader like a Kindle, but I don't know. I personally don't use e-readers. They're very breakable. I mean, if you're thinking about a tablet, you drop that on its corner, it's going to shatter. And then if you have a no glare screen, it's great. But if you don't have a no glare screen, it's going to make for awkward reading in public. You're going to be contorting your body to try and cover your screen. And then audiobooks. Usually your audiobooks are on your phone, and you are always going to have your phone on you. Let's face it. I don't know many people that leave the house without their phone. It's small, like I said. Gonna bring my phone in again. And this just fits into my palm. I can carry it anywhere with me. I'm probably gonna have a charger with me. Headphones are kind of the national symbol for leave me alone. Especially if you're like me and you use big stereo headphones. And I do. I have a big pair of stereo. I think they're in a video, but big stereo headphones. You probably will be left to have big, thank you, computer. These big stereo headphones on. And audiobooks actually cost less, where I have a physical copy of A Study in Scarlet, and it cost me, I think, like $25, and the audiobook only cost me $15. Now, the cons are, it's harder to keep your place. If you fall asleep while reading it, you're going to have to keep listening to when you remember last hearing, and if you're going through the process of falling asleep, you may not remember where you last listened. Battery life, but I guess on the bright side, you usually have an extra charger for your phone, and I have a charging case. Remembering your headphones might be the biggest cons, because I forget them all the time. Obviously, my personal opinion is I prefer audiobooks because they just work for me. They're just more convenient, I can take them anywhere with me, but hey, what do I know? Let me know what you think in the comments. Alright guys, I'm gonna get going, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!